It's simple to see, it's Ed Magic TV, so the world can believe it's Ed Magic TV.
Hi, we're back at Ed Magic TV here on the red carpet at the Pink's hot dog stand, celebrating Marlon Brando's a hot dog they're naming after Marlon Brando. Now here we have Mr.
Scott Boses.
Thank you, and I understand you brought out this Marlon Brando car from one of the movies.
Well, this is actually from my personal collection. I've retired from a company I had for 30 years called Hollywood Picture Cars. This was one of the cars that were in that stable. It's a 1949 Lancia Ardea sedan, very similar to the car that was used in Godfather 2. Al Pacino married an Italian girl. Unfortunately, the powers that be wanted to kill him. She was in the car, a bomb blew up, the car blew up. This is not that car. This is not blown up, but it's very similar to that car. And of course, it has that gangster look like you would have seen in Godfather 1 as well.
What's the top speed of this car here?
Well, it's a little V4 engine that's capable of speeds of about 60 miles an hour. But the engineering feats of this car go beyond the V4 engine. The feats of engineering are really, really grand on this car. Not just a V4 motor, first company Lancia to do the V4 motor, but also the pillarless sedan. And what a pillarless sedan means is normally, this is what we call suicide doors. Suicide because it opens up into the traffic. If a car were to come by and your hand were on the door handle, you'd go out into the street. But pillarless is really something. It means there's no pillar in the center between the doors. That gives you easy access into the back seat, and it also is amazing from an engineering standpoint. Just two little bars, top and bottom, are what the door closes on, and after over 60 years, the doors still close like that, seamlessly, nothing out of alignment. So they were one of the few cars to ever do a pillarless sedan. You're looking at a completely original car, original interior, nothing has been redone, and it definitely is time for it to be redone. But it's a wonderful example of a 1949 Lancia Ardea sedan.
How many miles you got on it?
The mileage on a car like this is very hard to deduce because they only have 5 digits. They roll over when they get to 100. So this car probably will have well over 100,000 miles, but because of the 5-digit speedometer, we couldn't tell you exactly what it is.
It doesn't keep, oh, that's too bad.
And you'll notice it's right-hand drive. The car did not come from England, it came from Italy. And all Lancias until 1955 were right-hand drive. All of the early cars were right-hand drive. They did very well in racing, and many of the racing cars of this era were also right-hand drive like they do in Great Britain.
Who are some of the famous people that got to drive this car or one like it?
This particular car has not had a lot of famous people drive it, to be very honest. This came out of a private collection in Pasadena. I acquired it a couple of years ago, and it only has done static displays like this. We haven't started the restoration on it, so it's not a driving vehicle at this time. We would have to go through and rebuild the mechanics to make it roadworthy.
Do you ever plan on doing that?
Yeah, we are finishing up right now on a couple of other projects, a 1939 Steyr 55, which is a similar era car, and a 1960 Lloyd 600, both European cars, and this will be the next one that goes into restoration.
Out of all the cars, what would you say is your favorite make and model?
I have a little joke about that. People often ask what my favorite car is. It's the next one I buy. It's the one I'm chasing.